They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Okay, ready? Get set.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Simmons. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the... Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They've got the screen set up. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. Hard running there. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Finds his man. It's Simmons. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Pickett. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
First down for the offense.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
Touchdown, Bearcats! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
He's got him this time. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when this team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. White wants to throw it. He's got him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third down, going up top. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He's going up top here late in the game. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Nakua. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He might want another play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. Guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They take the lead here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. White going to attack through the air. He makes a catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Baylor! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. He's got his man. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They're left with a 3rd and 5 on this opening possession of overtime. White wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Look, there's no reason to be uptight here, but you do need to make sure that you protect the ball.
But listen, overtime, crunch time, run the football the first play, get everybody settled in. I still got plenty of time for my offense to do some work.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Get set, get set.
Trying to slam in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. He's looking to pass. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. White going to attack through the air. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside.
On the set. Igloo.
The handoff to Johnson. There he goes! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Fires to the tight end. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads up.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Really nice job all the way around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think in plays like this, David, when you're down by the goal line on fourth down, you've got to dial something up that you know you can execute in your sleep. And the QB and his target, they look like they've been doing that for years in practice.
And it used to be run. Run, run, run. Show your physicality. Now, man, space, numbers, the passing game developing. You could tell. You're right. Right on rhythm, right in time. Big fourth down conversion.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Slithers into space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pickett. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Bearcats decide to punt it away.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick handoff. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown! Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one.
He's loose. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The upset's been bumbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the bow routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Snags a quick pass on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And they're not on the same page there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Pickett. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Bearcats have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
Oh, out of space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handling it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll give it to Johnson. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little...
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the... They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Nakua.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Pass the touchdown, Bearcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up and an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter, sitting.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They want that clock to run. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what? A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
And a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Man down on the play is the official. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Pickett. Stumbled to the ground.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Fires to the big fella. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They're going to mark this one at the 50. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Pickett. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Pickett. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He just misses on a big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Nakua. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A very productive play, and was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Lots of running room. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They kick it away on 4th down. Maybe one notch of a... There it hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.